This video is going to show and explain all about the unique designed Thor PowerBoard tester. The PowerBoard tester is designed only for the Thor branded products. The video will show a user how to correctly test a Thor board if it is suspected to be faulty. First, let's go through the tester module. There are two displays, earth leakage and surge. These displays will offer a reading during testing. This reading will need to be compared to the test guide sheet, which shows corresponding Thor models being tested. Under the model column on the test guide are all the current Thor models. Then under allowable max column is the range the readings need to be under to pass the test. Then we have the automated timer. This timer starts as soon as the tester is turned on. Default is set for 30 seconds. That's the red top LED, which allows for the board's components to be fully powered. The yellow buttons are used for programming the timer. The middle yellow button resets the timer. The smaller white LED display section is for the automated timer alarm, which sounds to indicate the board is ready for testing. The plug socket to plug the board being tested into. The test button, which will be used during the testing phase. Then the section to test the RJ45 connection on the board if it's applicable. The reset button is to protect the tester from being overloaded and damaged. It is critical when testing a board never to have anything plugged into it or under load. There are fuses on the front side and the top side for protecting the internal circuits. Finally, the on-off switch, which is positioned next to the fuse on the front side of the panel. So, now let's run through how to test a Thor board safely. This first section is critical and must always be carried out before using the tester to avoid damaging the tester. Plug the power board being tested into a wall power outlet and switch the power outlet on. This is to ensure the board being tested does not trip the safety switch. If it trips the safety switch, then do not proceed to using the tester. The board has a short circuit and will need to be replaced. The light being plugged into the board can be a fan or similar device and is done only to establish power being allowed through the board. If there is no power going through the board, then press the normally red reset button on the side of the power board, as it may have tripped if previously overloaded. Assuming the board did not trip the safety switch, we can now continue to phase 2, which is connecting the board to the tester. Ensure the tester is in off position before plugging in the board. Ensure the board being tested has nothing plugged into it. This is critical, as if the board has a load, it may damage the tester. Once the board is plugged into the tester, turn the on-off switch to the on position. The tester is ensuring allowable earth leakage is within limits and the surge circuit is undamaged within the board. You'll notice the earth leakage display and the surge display readings come to life. This shows the tester is powered. We don't need to worry about the display readings until the automated 30-second timer expires. The red timer display automatically activates once the on switch is turned on, the default being 30 seconds, so that all the components are fully charged and functional within the power board before the actual test starts. Just under the timer is a white display set at 5 seconds. This activates once the red timer expires after countdown, as well as an alarm sounding to advise the user 30 seconds has passed and the test can continue to the next stage. After the 5-second timer has finished, counting down, the user can push the test button and must keep the test button depressed at all times while looking at the earth leakage and surge displays to compare the readings to the test guide. In our example, we are testing the E145U model board, so the corresponding row showing E145U and then matching columns under allowable max should be compared. Leakage column in this example is 2.16 and the surge test column reading of 0.050. The display for earth leakage from board being tested shows 0.8 milliamps, which is well below the max 2.16, so a definite pass, while the surge display shows 0.007 amps, which is well below the max of 0.05, so again, a definite pass. If the board being tested has modem, telephone or network protection, then the RJ45 connectors can be tested too. Once the RJ45 connectors from the tester are inserted into the board and the RJ45 test button is depressed, all 4 green lights should illuminate to pass. If they don't, then it is considered a fail and the board should be replaced. That completes the test. Assuming the board passed the testing, then the test has determined that the board is functioning as per its design and is within the allowable earth leakage parameters, as well as ensuring the surge circuit is still protecting as expected. Thanks.